When we think about human performance, we often focus on the boundaries of athletic achievement. We celebrate records, the fastest, the strongest, the most enduring. But what if we're missing a deeper, more primal truth about what humans are really capable of? What if the true potential lies not in our pursuit of sports, but in our survival instincts? In the book River of Doubt, there's an account of the Native Americans who were able to run down deer. Not by chasing them at full speed, but by simply outrunning them. The deer, after hours of being stalked and pursued, would eventually become exhausted, their bodies giving out long before the humans. These native people were tapping into a level of endurance that most of us have never even come close to testing. They weren't running for sport, they were running for survival. And survival, as it turns out, has a different kind of power. In Born to Run, the author talks about the Tarahumara people of Mexico. The tribe has a unique way of hunting. A group of 5 or 6 people will take turns being the lead runner. This runner's job is to keep their eyes locked on the animal, whether it's a deer or some other prey, ensuring that the animal doesn't get away. Each member of the group gets a chance to lead, and they rely on one another's endurance and strategy to keep up the chase. This isn't about out-sprinting the animal. This is about outlasting it. The human mind and body working in harmony, pushing through the limits of fatigue to outlast what might seem impossible. Even in the Bible, we see examples of this deep, untapped human potential. In 1 Kings 18, Elijah is given the ability to outrun King Ahab's chariot. He did so by speed and endurance, powered by a divine force. Elijah's feat wasn't a display of human athleticism as we know it today. It was a testament to what the human body is capable of when infused with purpose and divine strength. The best marathon runners of today, the most accomplished athletes, are often barely scratching the surface of their true potential. When we're running for survival, when every step could mean life or death, the stakes are different. The mind and body become capable of extraordinary feats, ones that sports, as they're structured today, simply can't bring out. Sports are fun. They give us a sense of purpose and a way to challenge ourselves in a controlled environment. But they don't necessarily bring out the primal, untamed side of humanity. That darker, more animalistic part of us, the one that would push us to run until we collapse in pursuit of something necessary, is hidden away. And it's only when we're faced with true survival that this potential might come to the surface. Maybe, as a species, we don't reach that level of potential because we're not often called to. Maybe we're too comfortable, living in a world where survival is rarely in question. But I believe that deep within us, that beast is still there, waiting. It's waiting for a time when the gods will rejuvenate the spirit of life, a time when we might need to call on this untapped strength and endurance to survive. So, what does this mean? That perhaps we have forgotten what we're capable of. The greatest feats of human endurance aren't necessarily those recorded in sports records. They're those moments when survival is on the line, and we tap into that deep well of untapped strength and determination, pushing ourselves far beyond the limits we think we have. True human potential isn't about showing off in a race or achieving the highest score. It's about discovering what we can do when the stakes are high, when survival calls us to be something more than we ever imagined possible. And maybe, just maybe, that potential is there within all of us, waiting to be awakened. Now let me talk to you about beast mode. What is it, really? Beast mode is a state of being, a mindset, a force of nature. It's about letting go of the weight of other people's opinions. It's about breaking free from the invisible chains of societal expectations, the ones that tell you who you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to act, and what you're supposed to achieve. Beast mode is when you decide, once and for all, that you will not be limited. You will not be confined. You will not be diminished by the systems of power that seek to keep you small. When you step into beast mode, people will notice. And here's the thing, they might not like it. To them, it might seem toxic. It might seem arrogant, prideful, unnecessary, or even aggressive. And here's the secret, they're not entirely wrong. Those things are true about you. You are bold, unrelenting, and powerful. You are a force of nature. But where they go wrong, where they sell you short, is in thinking that's all you are. They don't understand the depth of you. They don't see the full picture. Because yes, you are those things, but you are also so much more. You are the seeker of truth. You stand in the light, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it exposes everything about you. You hold the powers of yin and yang, the dualities of existence, in each hand, and somehow, in a way that only you can, you balance them. You embody a gift that few can comprehend, the ability to be both the beast and the healer, the storm and the calm, the challenger and the protector. The world may not understand this about you, but here's the thing. You're not here for their understanding. You're here to embody your purpose. You're here to live out your truth. And while others might dismiss or misunderstand you, the wise ones will seek to learn from you. They'll recognize the strength it takes to hold such a balance, to carry such power and still choose the path of truth and light. So how do you substantiate this claim? How do you prove it, not to them, but to yourself? You do it by living it. Every single day. You start by recognizing the lies you've been told. The ones that say you have to play small, that you have to fit in, that you have to be anything other than what you are. And then you reject those lies. You break free from the systems that try to define your worth. You push yourself to defy the odds, to step into the fullness of your strength and potential. Beast mode is about resilience. It's about never giving up, even when the path ahead is uncertain. It's about looking in the mirror and seeing not just who you are, but who you are becoming, and loving that person fiercely. It's about using the fire inside you not to burn yourself out, but to illuminate the way forward. This isn't about arrogance for its own sake. It's about owning your power unapologetically. It's about stepping into the role you were meant to play in this world and refusing to let anyone, convince you that you're less than what you know yourself to be. And yes, it's about humility too, but not the kind of false humility that asks you to shrink to make others comfortable. Real humility, the kind that says, I know my strength, I know my flaws, and I'm willing to learn, to grow, and to become even more. So when the world misunderstands you, let it. When people call you names or try to tear you down, let them. Because at the end of the day, their opinions are just noise. You know who you are. You are the balance between light and dark, power and wisdom, fury and grace. You are the seeker of truth, and the world, whether it knows it or not, needs people like you. This is beast mode, not just surviving, but thriving. Not just existing, but becoming. Not just dreaming, but doing. It's about being unstoppable, not because the world makes it easy, but because you've made a decision. You've decided to live fully, to embody your potential, and to let the beast within you rise.